don't want his head to get too
strip
big.
tails done, seed sales done, so on and so forth, cruising in. What's next thing on the agenda that you've been thinking about?
The next thing on my agenda, probably wheat herbicide in March. I really don't have much going on until then. Usually we've got groundwork to do in February. I can go out and do some disking if I need to. It seems like February is so forgiving. You can go out and do some of that tillage work then, but I really don't have none of that to do. There's some maintenance stuff to do, around some fields. I got a field that was double crop wheat stubble, and it joins one of our pastures that is like the grass has no grazing on it whatsoever. So it's 4 foot tall grass next to wheat straw. Probably ought to go do a little fire guard there so it doesn't burn up my whole field, because that field is, well, it's the crowfoot place. It's, top yield potential. And then the last thing I want to do is see all my residue burnt off because I didn't go maintain the edges. So other than that, no, I really don't have a whole lot going on right now. It's pretty nice. So
Jake, what's the report from Nebraska?
We got a little bit of snow, not as much as you guys. Hauling a lot of corn right now. A lot of corn, a little bit of beans. Lines got long this week on that little rally after that report that came in.
Okay.
I think consensus, everybody was kind of leaning negative on that report, and it was more positive.
Turns around to be different.
Yeah.
Sure.
Lines got long.
So it was interesting to listen to various guys talking about, you hear rewarding the market, rewarding the rally. And man, there was a lot of guys that it seems as though weren't super greedy, hoping for, okay, we're at I don't know what's corn right now, 470 something, obviously depending on your basis, but
something like that.
Closing in on not far from 5.
We're getting closer.
How many guys I think we're on to 5. Man, we hit a nice bump. Guys are moving grain.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know. It's nice to see. I don't know cash positions and so on and so forth for guys going into the year. I don't know. You get to this point and you're usually trying to be pretty intentional with your your marketing and everything else. But
you contracted it a little bit for what, March delivery?
May
delivery.
I did May. Yeah. They had pretty nice, pretty friendly basis for May, which is, I don't know. Usually I don't have a lot to move. Not, not to the scale of you guys. But I don't know. It was usually that first 2 weeks of May isn't crazy insane unless we're posting or pre ahead of beans, but get some beans moved out.
Yeah.
Should be fine. But
what about you, Jake? Did you do any contracting, forward contract, anything like that?
Yeah, quite a bit. I would say farm wide for us, not as much as usual, which I feel like we kind of maybe missed the boat a little bit there. I mean, most years we're pretty well contracted in the winter. We're usually empty by March.
Yeah.
I mean, we're usually pretty cleaned out by time. We'll maybe sometimes carry one of the smaller bins over into the summer and kind of play it there. But other than that, we usually try to move everything pretty early. We don't carry a whole lot of grain over past planting because, you get into the busy season in spring and stuff. Last thing you want to do is, well, no offense, Josh, but it's May and I'm and I'm planting and I forgot about that 10 semi loads. I got to get to the feed lot now. And it's all not a good time to truck for us anyways on that. So we try to be empty going into March, April.
Would you say you're equal amounts of corn and beans at this point, or do you?
No, we don't store a lot of beans.
Okay.
Just kind of with the bin shrink and stuff like that. Just never say it just for us. And we have a lot of feedlots around us, ethanol plants. We have options, a lot more options to haul corn than we do beans. So it just really makes a lot more sense.
Crazy. Yeah, like I said, we're
the opposite.
Yeah, we don't hardly ever store corn.
Really?
We have here lately just because it's worked out that way.
Yeah. Or logistics.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of trying to get it dumped at harvest because everyone's getting full.
Yeah. You just can't get rid of your beans at harvest time.
That's the only reason I have beans in a bin right now is because elevators were full. They couldn't even dump.
And I mean, that definitely helps in the speediness of harvest. I mean, we'll fill a couple bins with beans, but it's nice. Yeah. Cause if you'll haul to the elevator all week long and then Saturday afternoon when they shut down, then it's like, all right, time to fill the bins. We got a few bins to fill. Let's get them full throughout the weekend, pick back up next weekend when the elevator opens back up or next week. And that seems to work out, but no, it just pretty much the only market for us is, well, Lincoln, Nebraska, hauling up to 80 M. So there's one place to go with it, and it just doesn't make a ton of sense. Which usually their basis bid's a heck of a lot better than you can take it anywhere else. So I mean, but you can also, I mean, if you time it up right, you can haul there during harvest.
What is the basis there right now? Do you know?
It's not great. Do you know what it is? We just hauled 38 cents under.
38 under.
38 under.
Okay.
I think is where they were at the other day. Yeah. Yep.
What was Bungie yesterday? 20 under.
20 under.
Yeah. So and that just got wider because it was 10 under start of the week, and then
15. They bumped 15 now, 20 under.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably going to keep going. Normally they're 30 to 35,
but
that's for past years. Here in the last 2 years, nothing's normal.
Logistically on that end though, you're thinking, if you're running 2 trucks, if you get left the farm at a good time in the morning, 7 o'clock, you're going to get 2 loads a truck a day. So if you're talking 4 loads for the whole day, whereas if you're hauling to the feed lot down the road hauling corn, you're running 2 trucks, you can get 20 loads hauled a day, or 15, 16. I mean, you can move some grain hauling 5 miles down the road that way with the corn versus
absolutely
versus the beans.
I'm sure you can make more on your basis doing that run than trying to capture it on beans because it's lower volume.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Ethan's over here.
Yeah.
Y'all wait. Ethan's going to be on the next podcast. We have so Joe Rogan has on his podcast Protect Our Parks.
Protect Our Parks.
Protect Our Parks. And it is we're not going to have mushrooms and, vape weed machine going off in the room. But I don't know. I've always liked that vibe, that feel and everything. And I was like, man, I'm going to get 4 buddies. And I was like, I want to recreate that. And so the podcast guys were like, we hate you. We never want to set this conglomeration up again unless it's in a totally different setting, that's fine. That's okay.
Did you come up with a name for that yet?
Protect Our Farms.
Protect Our Farms.
Protect Our Farms.
Protect Our Farms.
Yeah. And anyway, I just wanted to recreate that. I love the vibe. I love the feel. I love all of that. And anyway, and I was like, hey guys, you guys were coming down this weekend anyway. And I was like, I think we could recreate this. And anyway, so this next one will be our attempt. Part 1 and 2 of Protect Our Farms. And I don't know, because I wanted to get to we're all in our 30s. Are you over 30? Okay. I didn't. 31. I'm 31. 32. Okay. So.
Well, old hat in the room here.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
We feel good.
And anyway, I'm like, okay, we're all in the 30s.
Yeah.
We're all got families, all got kids. We're kind of we're all different operations, different different, things going on. But I wanted to, without getting into that now, I wanted to recreate that and talk about that because I think it's not the young whippersnapper that's, shoot for the moon and not sleep, but not an older guy, coming up on retirement.
We're the in-between group right now.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
Foreshadowing for the next one.
That's
Yes.
so if you want to hear about Protect Our Farms, that's in the next podcast. Guys, if you like the information that you've seen so far, go ahead and check out the full-length podcast on our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe there. It's also on all the major podcast platforms. We're constantly dropping info and more content on all the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Check it out for a lot more content.